Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of your donut shop. You are going to be working through the food aspects of your donut shop, creating a menu, picking what you're going to serve, and all of that. So this handout is in your folder. You'll notice there's a part 2 folder now, okay? The first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to look at all of the options that you have and decide what you want to offer at your donut shop. You do not need to offer all of these things. So if you want to, just have strawberry donuts with sprinkles, chocolate donut, and a dozen mixed donuts, you can do that with large milk, large chocolate milk, and large size coffee. It doesn't matter. You can pick whatever items you want to sell at your shop. Again, you do not need to have all of these items, but you must pick at least 6. So you need to pick 6 things from this list that you're going to have at your donut shop, but you can have more if you want. Just remember, the more items you offer, the more supplies you're going to need, the more money that's going to cost. So make sure you check your budget, okay? Once you decide what you want to sell, you're going to create your menu. You can use this template that is provided to you called menu template in your folder, or if you want to create your own, that is fine. You are not selling the items for this cost on how much it costs you to make them. You're going to want to sell them for more so you can make money. So for example, if it cost you 25 cents to make a strawberry donut, you might want to sell it for $1, and then you make 75 cents from every donut you sell. If large chocolate milk costs you $1, you might sell it for $1.50. So again, you make 50 cents every time you sell a chocolate milk, okay? So remember, the prices that you put on your menu are not going to be the same as what you have to pay in order to make it. Once you've decided what you want and how much you're going to sell it for, you're going to need to buy your materials. So make sure you check your budget. Make sure you have that $1,000 left to buy your materials. Hopefully you have more, okay? And then you need to go ahead and purchase those materials here. So if you want to sell small milks, how many are you going to buy? And then how much is it going to cost you? Remember, that you pay 50 cents each. That's not what you're selling them for. That's what you're buying them for. To get the donuts, it's $3 for a dozen. How many dozen do you need? And then how much is that going to cost total? The coffee's on here and the milk's on here. All right, so you don't have the option to just buy one donut. It's dozens. So how many dozen do you need? Think about it. Remember, this is supposed to be for a month. So you're not just going to buy 2 dozen donuts and it's going to cost you $6. That's not going to last you a month. You guys have to think, about what you're going to be selling and how much you're going to need. Once you've figured out your total cost of materials, you're going to put it here and then subtract it from your main budget. And also one thing to keep in mind, if you're not selling a small coffee, then you can just X this column out. Obviously, you're not purchasing it if it's not being offered. Okay, so you only need to purchase the things that you're offering at your donut shop. The last part of this is calculating your profit. So you're going to, again, cross off anything you're not offering, put the menu price for the things that you are offering, put how much it costs you to make it, and then tell me what that profit is. So again, a strawberry donut with sprinkles, if we're selling it, let's say for $1, and the price you're paying to make it is 25 cents, according to the sheet I gave you, your profit is going to be 75 cents per donut. So you're going to do that only with the items that you're offering in your shop, okay? If you guys have questions, I will be available in the live session, and I've also put the examples on your Edmodo page in your folders. If you go to your donut shop project, the examples are here, and they would be found in part 2 examples. So there's an example of the buying materials, the calculating profit, and there's also an example of the menu. And then all of the handouts that you need are going to be in the part 2 folder of your project. So here's your cost to make. This is the first one that you're going to look at, handout you're going to look at. Then you're going to do your menu. Then you're buying materials, and then finally you're going to calculate that profit. And please do not forget, once you have your total, how much it's going to cost to buy materials, you're going to need to go back and put that on your main budget that's here in the examples. So you should have already done your rental space, your checkout counter, your tables. Now you're going to add your food and drink materials to it and see how much you have left from your budget. The last piece is going to be obviously an employee. So we want to make sure we have enough to hire an employee, and then a couple of orders. So that is it for part 2. I'm going to give you a couple of days to work on it. Don't think that this one is due Friday. This project is not due Friday. But I do want you guys to at least have part 2 done by Monday. All right. So again, if you have questions, ask me in the live. Otherwise, happy donut shopping.